Okay, so today we're going to be trying out some makeup. This isn't like new makeup, I don't think. I just had like a few different bits of makeup and I thought, well, why not test them out together? I mean, why not? So I have a couple more highlighters from MUA because you know, if you watched my MUA highlight first impression, that I absolutely loved the two that I tried. One of those was Pearlescent Sheen. This one was my favourite, and I also tried, I think it was Peach Diamond. Loved them both. So I very rapidly, like before I'd even put the highlight brush down and press stop, I was halfway to Superdrug purchasing two more. So the two that I have here are Pink Shimmer and Radiant Cashmere. I'm pretty sure that Radiant Cashmere is going to be a little bit, maybe just like not the most suited to my fair skin. But I say whatever to that because I don't really care, to be honest. I like the look of it and I'm looking forward to trying it. So I've got these two to try and we're going to do the one on each cheek situation. I also have a new product by Makeup Revolution. This is the Ultra Contour Stick. It's one of these kind of double-ended like cream contour pen situations. So you have the contour on one side and then I don't know what this is. Is it a concealer? Is it meant to be a highlight? No idea. But lastly, I have a matte liquid lipstick. This is by Barry M. I'm a huge fan of Barry M. I love their nail polish, which like whenever you see me wearing nail polish, it will always be Barry M. Always, every single time. So I think we're going to begin with, do you know what? I'm maybe going with the lips actually, just because then I can kind of leave it on as I'm doing the rest of the video and we can see what it's like. So just give me 1 sec. I'm going to get my existing lipstick off. It's kind of like me saying to the lipstick, here's a bin bag. You go put yourself in it because someone else is coming to town now. Like really, I'm so sorry lipstick, but we've got someone else coming in. Okay, so my lips are bare and they're ready. So this is called Matte Me Up and I have it in the shade On the Scene. It just looks to be quite a kind of browny nudie kind of shade. I'll do a little swatcheroo. This cost, I think it was it's kind of very emollient. I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting it to be like that kind of, I don't know. I mean, I just don't know. It's funny, I can see all my little hairs that are on my hand. Can you see? I didn't even realise my hands were that hairy. I mean, am I going to have to start shaving my hands now? I mean, like really, what kind of undignified situation is that? But anyway, that's what it looks like on my hand. It doesn't look very matte, but I mean, I've only just put it on there. So Anwen, give the liquid lipstick some time, like seriously, really. I mean, say what? By the way, if I'm looking a bit oily and my foundation may look a bit not so good right now, it's because we just went out for a really long walk and I was a bit, I don't want to say sweaty because that makes me sound like, I don't know, I'm a hippo or I don't know, but I was a bit sweaty anyway, so you know. Okay, so this just has like a standard kind of, this isn't a doe foot, is it? We've had this conversation before. This is just like a spongy tip. I'm just going to go with spongy tip. And it smells quite nice actually. It smells quite vanilla-y, like it reminds me a little bit of the MAC lipsticks. So I'm just going to go for this. It's very wet. I know that sounds really weird for me to say, but it's very wet. And it looks quite shiny, like quite glossy. I kind of like the shade, but I don't really know if it's my favourite. I mean, you know what I mean? Like it's okay, but I'm not too sure. It feels very oily, like I just feel like it's very oily. Okay, stop talking, Anwen. Actually really liking the shade of this. It's quite unique. Like I don't have anything else quite this shade. Yeah, and also it's drying on my hand as well. It's not completely dry, but you know, it's kind of getting there. It's showing some kind of dedication to trying, which is like the main thing. Is something happening? I could hear an ambulance. I'm starting to feel dry as well. Can you see how it's drying and it's kind of emphasizing the lines on my lips? Like I always feel like you don't realize how many lines you have on your lips until you put like a matte liquid lipstick on there, and then all of a sudden you're like, holy holiness, of all that is holiness. It's looking very dry. It's dried in like 0.60 seconds. But yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's not feeling that dry, actually. It's not like feeling claustrophobic and like the liquid lipstick has just kind of come and possessed my lips and wrapped it up in its soul, you know. It doesn't feel like that at all. It actually feels quite lightweight on the old lips. Do you know what? I'm not hating it. So I'm just going to obviously I'm going to just it'd be funny, wouldn't it, if I'd said, right, okay, that's it. Off with it. And then I just took it off. This is going to be on for the rest of the video. So you can be looking at it and I can be like just thinking of, well, how does it feel, you know? And then together at the end of the video we can say what we think. So next we're going to move on to a little bit of highlight, because I'll be honest, this is the part that I've been most excited for. So we're going to start with Pink Shimmer. You would have thought that I would have prepared a little bit and actually taken the little sellotape bits off, wouldn't you? But this is me we're talking about here. Okay, so I actually thought I was ready for like a split second, and then for some reason this will not open. I mean, why won't you open? Come on. Oh, that was a lot easier than actually I expected, like really. Okay, so this one is Pink Shimmer. She looks absolutely beautiful. These look a lot more, you know, luxurious and expensive than they actually are. So we're just going to go in and do a swatch. They feel fairly like rough. Not very impressed with that. It looks a little bit like, can you see on my finger? It just looks a bit kind of powdery, but we're going to do a little swatcheroo. Okay, so I'm just going to go in again, just because, I mean, it's not fantastic, and I kind of feel like this isn't like the same caliber of highlight as the other two that I've tried. That's only a swatch. I mean, it looks kind of nice. Like, it's definitely got a pink kind of sheen to it, but I just feel like it's going to be a little bit powdery. However, I'm going to reserve judgment until it's actually on the cheeks. So I've got my trusty little brush. I'll do a bit of the old cleaning it on my pants, you know. Let's just go ahead with that. Okay, and I'm going to put my brush in. One thing I will say about these MUA highlighters, even though they look really pretty, you know, with this kind of raised, I don't know, design, I think it looks aesthetically like really beautiful. However, it's not the most kind of practical, I don't think. I don't know why that should be an issue, and it's not really an issue, but I'm just mentioning it. Okay, so I put my little brush in there. Okay, and on we go. Okay, so it's definitely left like a pink little trail of itself. Can you see? Can you see? I mean, it's definitely not very like sheeny, or it's not like highlightery in the sense of like it's not bright or, you know, intense. It just almost seems more like a pink reflective powder. It's not my favorite. I'm just going to say it's not my favorite really. I mean, it's nice, don't get me wrong, it's nice, and if you're a fan of like pink highlights, I definitely think that you would probably like this. Can you see it? Can you see it? Just that, I've got other pink highlights which I think I prefer more. This actually does remind me a lot of this highlight by Urban Decay. This is the Afterglow 8-Hour Powder Highlighter in the shade Aura. I don't know why, it just reminds me of it a little bit. Can you see? Actually, no, I think Aura, actually, no, they're actually pretty, like, similar. Pretty similar. They're both quite powdery and not very glowy. They're just more kind of like a powder pink, if that makes sense. I mean, I have no idea. But anyway, so it's okay. It's not my favourite, and I definitely don't like it anywhere near how much I like the other two. But so next we're going to go in with Radiant Cashmere. I love the name, and I love what this looks like. I'm just loving everything about this whole situation right now. Let's just check my fingers clean, and we're going to go in with a swatcheroo. Swatch, swatch, swatch. Oh, look at that. Hello, this looks lovely. Like, this looks so beautiful. Okay, so where should we swatch? Should we swatch here? Like, Oh, yes, please. Yes, please. I will have some of that on my face. Yes, I will. I'm very excited. I feel like we may have saved the best for last. Okay, I put my brush somewhere. Where have I put it? Where's it gone? Oh, it's in here. It's fine. It was in here. Right, so I think, will I use the same brush? I think I might, because I'm at a loss to find another suitable brush right now. Even though I'm looking at about 1,000,000 makeup brushes, I can't seem to think of one that might be suitable. Who knows? Are we ready for this? Let's do this. Just look at how beautiful this looks, by the way. Oh, look at that. Okay. Can you see anything? Do you know what? It looks pink. Wait a minute. Why does it look pink? Why is it pink? I'm a bit confused. What? Is it because I use the same brush? I'm sure I mean, I cleaned it off on my pants. That normally works. I mean, usually that's a sufficient way of cleaning stuff. Okay, I'm going to go in again. I don't feel like I picked anything up. Like, I don't feel like I'm actually picking anything up. What's going on? Okay. It's pink. Look, by the way, sorry, I know my foundation is looking quite dodgy right now. We were out. I know I've already told you the story, but we were on a long walk and I've got a coat that has like, I don't know, it's got a collar type situation. It rubs against me, so I know. Please, let's ignore that. I feel like this is pink, and I don't know, is it because, like, maybe it is a bit pink, although I never saw pink in it before. I just saw like a bronzy kind of shade. Let me just swatch this again. Yeah, if you look at it, there, it kind of looks bronzy. It doesn't look pink. I'm very confused. Let's put a little bit on the tip of the nose. See, that's looking... Oh, these smell funny. Oh, these smell funny. I just got a whiff then when I went in to do the nose highlight. It kind of looks bronze on my nose. I mean, what is going on? I have no idea. Do you see what I mean? It just looks a bit pink. Although I'm liking this. I'm just a bit confused as to what it is. Like, what? Do you see what I mean? It just looks a bit pink. I don't know. I'm very confused. She's most confused over here right now. I think I'm going to have to get back to you on this one. So I just went away to go and have a look at my highlight situation in a different light. And it definitely does look like more bronze. Now, I don't know if it was maybe just picking up a little bit of pink from the brush. Maybe, I don't know, maybe it just, I don't know, didn't pick up much from the pan when I first went in. Anyway, long story short, it's actually looking really, really nice. It feels like a different formula to the Pink Shimmer one, and it looks more reminiscent of the other two that I have. For some reason, this Pink Shimmer one just seems to be a little bit more of like a powdery formula that isn't so sheeny, if you know what I mean. I don't know if you can kind of see, but look over on this cheek, it's kind of beaming and glowy and sheeny. Like, this side is just a little bit more understated. So, I mean, yeah, they're both great. I much prefer Radiant Cashmere, and it's come off as looking a lot more kind of wearable on my kind of fairer skin than I expected. Also, an update on the liquid lipstick. It feels like I've got nothing on my lips. It reminds me a little bit of the Makeup Revolution Retro Matte liquid lipsticks that they recently brought out. It feels like nothing, like literally it's not drying. It just feels comfortable on the lips. It does make my lips look quite dry though. That's the only negative. I feel like my lips look a little bit like the Sahara Desert right now, and you can really see like all the little fine lines there. But do you know what? It's fine, and I definitely would now be inclined to go out and try some other shades, because I picked this one online, and you know when you pick shades online of anything, it can be a little bit hit or miss. So anyway, we're going to move swiftly, she says, after talking for hours, as if, you know, no one's got anything else to do with their time today. So we're going to go on to the Makeup Revolution Ultra Contour Stick, and we're going to start with the darker side for contour. Now, this is in the shade Light, but it does appear to be like, oh, actually, it doesn't swatch quite as dark as I was expecting. Again, hairs on my hand. I mean, really, I'm going to get a complex about my hairy hands. Before I go into this, I am going to make an announcement. I've not really ever approached cream contour before, so this could be like a bit of a disaster. Do I need a beauty blender? I have no idea. I've not even thought about how I'm going to do this, but I have a beauty blender here on hand anyway, and I assume that's what I use. I don't know. She doesn't know. My foundation is looking terrible at this point anyway, so I don't think I can mess it up much more than it is. I have nowhere to be. I'm just going to go crazy. Let's do this. Okay. So, if I just go like this, I mean, I can't really compare it to anything else because I've not really used this kind of thing before, but do I just carve it out like that? And then do I do the same? I mean, I'm going to actually, let's finish what I've started on this side before I go into the other side. Do I just go like this and just kind of dab it out? Dab, 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 dab. And then what happens? I mean, what's meant to happen? Oh, look at that. I mean, what's going on? Do I need a brush for this? I mean, should I be using a brush? I'm sure I've seen people use sponges, but this doesn't seem to be moving anything. Like on my hand, like if I just dab it with the beauty blender, it's not doing anything. I mean, what? What? I have no idea right now. So I'm just dabbing. Is this what I'm meant to be doing? Dab, 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 dab. Do you think I look contoured, or is it just me thinking that? Look, can you see? I don't know. Should we do the other side? Why not? I mean, definitely. It'd be rude not to. So, I don't know. Oh. This has very warm undertones, by the way. So if that's kind of what you're into, then I think that you would like this. Actually, I don't know. I was making it seem a lot more kind of difficult than it was. I'm just bouncing away on it, and it seems to be blending in. I don't mind that. Do you know what? I'm not hating it at all. And it was really easy after I got over the initial kind of I have no idea what to do kind of, you know, situation. I'm actually liking the effect. I can definitely see that it's kind of given my face a little bit of a structure. And yeah, she's liking it. She is liking it. I don't know how often I would kind of use this, but I'm definitely going to be kind of playing around with it again. I will keep you updated as always. If I don't keep you updated in the comments below, I've started to, well, I say I've started to, I've done one video so far, but I'm trying to like do like the odd video like every month or so where I'll give you updates on makeup that I've kind of done first impressions on. So yeah, I'll keep you updated, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I think this was a success, although I've not tried the other side. Should we have a look? So this is what she looks like. Can you see? Swatch that on my hand. Oh, so it's like really light. And I mean, what do I do with this? I have no idea. Is this meant to be like a highlight? Should I put it under my eyes? Is that what people do? I don't know. Should I put it under there? That seems like that could be something that I would do. Oh, is it just me, or has that added a little bit of lightness under my eyes? I'm going to put more on. Let's put more on. Why not? I feel like every single car in the whole of Manchester has decided to come up and down the road at this point. I mean, I can just see chaos happening outside. If they only knew, here I am inside doing some serious cream contouring. I mean, really? Maybe that's why they've come. They said, Anwen's doing some serious cream contouring. We should go. Should I put some under there too? I don't know. Why am I doing this? Have I seen people do this before? I have no idea. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll put some on the chin. Why not? Look at me go. Look at her go with the cream contour. I mean, really. Actual formula, like the creaminess actually blends out really, really easily. And I feel like it could be a bit intimidating when you've... What's going on here? Okay. She's getting a bit too big for her boots now. Yeah, I feel like it looks a bit intimidating, but as long as you've got like a wet sponge, then you can make this work. Like, look at that. I feel like that has added structure to my face. Do you know what? I'm very excited to use this out a bit more, possibly on a day where my makeup's actually looking a bit better, to see what I could create, you know. Could I change my whole face shape with this? Potentially. Look at this. Do you agree? Are you liking this, or are you saying, Anwen, that's a disaster? That was a disaster. I don't know. I'm liking it. Yeah, I know that could do with a bit more blending, but she's liking it. should I bake? I feel like I need to be baking now, like getting a triangular sponge and being sat here like this. Don't mind me, I'm just baking away over here. I mean, I could go downstairs to Honey's. I'm baking right now, like literally. And he'll be like, Anwen, what? You made a cake? Honeys, no, I'm doing my face, creating some structure, honeys. This has been a real success for the most part. I loved the Radiant Cashmere highlight. Not so keen on Pink Shimmer. Not saying that it's bad in any way, but just in my opinion and from what I like from a highlighter, it didn't really have enough sheen. It was more powdery, but I can see that other people may love this, and if you do like pink highlight, maybe check it out, but just beware that it is quite powdery. I really like the Barry M Matte Me Up liquid lipstick. It feels like nothing on my lips, like literally like nothing. I'm going to leave it on now, and I shall update you in the comments below to let you know kind of how it lasted, how did it wear off, etc, etc, etc. And the cream contour stick by Makeup Revolution, I adore this. I think I'm going to have so much fun just playing around with this and just recreating my facial structure. I'm so excited to be. Anyway, so I'm going to go now. I will leave the information on the products down below, and I hope that you've enjoyed this. I just thought it'd be fun to amalgamate a few different products into one video, which is kind of what I've been enjoying doing recently, because then we get to like sample lots of different things. I hope that you've enjoyed this. Let me know in the comments below if you've tried any of these products. What do you think? I hope you're having a lovely day, and yeah, I'll be back soon with more.